Yo, welcome everybody. Good to see you. We've got a little bit of DOScider today. We've got a special episode, in fact, because we've got a big adventure game. It's Discworld. I already put it up, but I figure for a lot of the adventure games, they just need a bit of extra time. I'm still gonna show the list first, if I can. Why are you not opening properly? There we go. All right. So we have our last, our last adventure special put somewhere down. Where was Spud? Where did Spud end up? We had Spud, number 68. But our first one with Maniac Mansion was number 2. So I'm curious where this one will end up. I am admittedly a very big Discworld fan. I'm excited to see this game. I've heard of it. I've heard that it was pretty good. I've looked up like a little bit of information around it before too. So it's an interesting one to go in on. I know that they tried to get John Cleese as one of the voices, but he was an arrogant prick, unsurprisingly, and was like, I don't do video games. But Eric Idle was like, nah, I'm in, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to see some of what's going on there. We're going to load up a little bit of the Discworld game. Terry Pratchett was apparently very reluctant to give the license away because did not like some of the earlier Discworld games as much, and supposedly didn't care so much about the money as like, hey, I would really like for this license to be respected. If you're gonna do Discworld, you gotta do Discworld justice, which, you know, fair. I'll see if it does. He did not write the story, although it was taken from a couple of different books and kind of like mashed together in a way. They wanted to have one that was kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of things and being its original story is what they were hoping for. Terry wanted them to do the entire Discworld series, starting from book 1. I mean, back in 95, that maybe wasn't as... Or this was 95 or 93, right? I'm second guessing myself. When did it first come out? Was it 93? Yeah, it was 95. Okay. I'm wondering... I'm actually kind of curious. Like, I wonder how many were actually written by 95. It started in 83, so you've got to think that a fair number of them... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... There's 11 books by then. I don't know that he was going to get an 11-game series out of it, but, I mean, you can forgive Terry Pratchett for not knowing, how video games would work. Especially back, I mean, this is pretty early times of video games too, right? Like, when you're thinking about it, I guess when you think about it in history of the way that video games went, like, PC gaming didn't have the same crash that console games did, but when you're looking at, like, what, Super Mario World's 92, like, launch of the Super NES, that's kind of, like, the start of that revival again from the big crash. I mean, obviously the NES was before that, but it's not like that far off. Like, you're looking like a decade at most, so interesting. In any case, he apparently did some of the dialogue and helped them brush it up on it a bit, so I'm not expecting it to be as, you know, incisive and witty and good as Pratchett could write himself, but we'll see how it goes.
In a second-hand set of dimensions, in an astral plane that was never meant to fly,
the Discworld. Talk about the back of the tortoise. This is gonna leave the tortoise there. It was never meant to fly. And there's a fly.
In darkest Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
Okay, yeah. So I heard that it took from the plot of Guards, 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 which I really, really like. Or Guards, Guards is what it is, not the third Guards. But this is, yeah. Summoning a dragon is in fact the plot of Guards, Guards. I haven't read it in so long, I don't know that I could say anything else besides that, but... Alright. Death looking at his watch, maybe?
I'll see you again next week for my usual special.
Got some good art so far.
Hey, what's where you going? See you soon. Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, Oh, just bugger off! That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
That feels off for Death, but yeah, like, you know, it's not written by the author. Just the murder a good curry line feels weird.
Ah, hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being a victim, and me
Alright.
the
Yeah.
mugger. Now, please, put your hands up. Hold on to you.
Listen, you gotta do it right.
I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I also know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just...
These sounds are...
Oh, bugger.
Huh. No, that was a mugger. Very different.
Unseen University. The home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld. And one or two of the worst.
Oh, all of the wizards are actually the worst.
Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the Wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
Oh, there's nothing ideal about this. Yes, Ponder Stibbins, yes. But... there's always an exception, I suppose. one. Okay. So I guess we're done cutscene. Oh, there's the dragon. The dragon's just out and about already. They've just jumped forward. Gotcha. I was gonna say... Oh, what was I... Nope.
Rincewind! Rincewind! Wake up! The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you!
Oh, yeah, I was gonna mention something about death in a second. Alright, and when do I get control? There we go. Alright. The art is really nice, actually. I really like this. I don't know that this is how I imagined Rincewind, but I never...
Unseen University. Thaumaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Oh man, that is so Eric Idle. Can we check for subtitles? Yeah. I feel like this one might not, but... Oh, no, alright. Perfect. Yeah, I would love to have subtitles. Thank you. I was gonna say, so another thing, and I'm sad about, I'm sure the death will be fine, but the creator of this, oh god, was it Barrett's? I was, again, looking kind of some information up about this a while back, and then I re-looked it up again. Had originally wanted to get Christopher Lee to play Death, which didn't. Instead, it's Tony Robinson, who you might remember as, like, Baldric from Blackadder. But Christopher Lee Death would have been... But he was way too much money, apparently. Yeah, it's nice that the subtitles are just, like, right here, honestly. That's kind of fantastic, really. Oh, wow. Huh. Like... This is a lot of options for this kind of game. Gonna be honest. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, Tony Robinson's great, but also if you're looking at Death, like... Yes, Christopher Lee earns the all-caps speech.
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient. Care to step outside and shut the door behind you?
Well, that's good.
A mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
Okay, alright, alright.
This sodding thing hasn't got a doorknob. A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that.
Okay. So it's just the bed. I guess we can just leave?
Portalis exitus, or the common doorway. See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know. Aha! See?
Okay. Can I use it? There. Oh, it wants to double click. All right, gotcha. Right click is to look. And double click is to try to do something. Fair enough.
That doesn't work. Nope. Nope. I can't shift it.
Oh, do we get that whole thing every time? Oh, damn. No, no! Oh, thank God. Okay, so we now have a pouch. Double click on Rincewind, sure. Oh, this is a neat little angle. Oh, this is I like this a lot. This is some good art. Sure. Need a little breakfast. Okay, I should probably see what all the symbols mean in just a minute. I normally have it open on the side, but I was like, you know, most adventure games are pretty obvious. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, it turns out, actually. Okay, greeting, question, sarcasm. So, greeting, sarcasm, question, anger, because of the lightning bolts, I guess? And then this is goodbye.
Useful for leaving a conversation.
Oh, I can right-click on them.
Useful for venting frustration and anger.
So it'll just tell
Useful
me.
as a means of getting an answer. Useful for inflicting irony, sarcasm, and bad jokes on people. Useful for exchanging pleasantries with somebody. Good day, sirs.
Is it? Huh, so you say. What with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again. Past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy Valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. Snatching tapioca out of the mouths of the deserving elderly.
Dragons. Dragons in the town. A likely story.
Swamp dragons, he means? No, a real dragon. Not one of those little marsh tiddlers.
Poppycock, there's no such thing. Dragons only exist if you believe in them. I don't believe in them, they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
That's a pretty,
Excuse me.
good one.
Where
Oh,
might I go to
shit.
find the patrician?
Well,
I
don't be
need
an
a question.
idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
Oh, yes. But he's a mean man with a word. Be careful if he uses sarcasm on you. And for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to irony.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a knowing tone of voice, nudge, nudge.
Cogitating, my lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for more ideas.
You make more space for ideas by sitting on your backside sipping a cup of milky tea.
Hit him. Hit him.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight. It's best to let them settle so you can find more room in the top. We have wisdom and you do not. For instance, this is the action of a clever man.
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
Oh, of course.
Wisdom, my lad, is never cheap.
Well, I didn't know you were selling it by the pound.
Wow, you gotta know Discworld to get this one. Yeah, wow. Fair enough, they're just going right into it like, okay, have you read the books? No? Well, you're fucking lost then. Because the whole thing is the librarian is an ape and does not like being called a monkey. So you cannot say monkey in the university.
Does this place always have to be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have one like that too.
What, really?
Oh yes, In one magic moment, I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream, that I'm being smothered in fruity yogurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope.
Oh, thank God I'm not Freud. I don't need to learn about the ideas behind that one. Would you even buy this without knowing the books? I think it's very possible to.
You know, I've always wanted to ring one of these.
Well, now's your
That
chance.
doesn't work.
Oh, come on. Fine, we'll talk to Windle Poons.
Hey? A girl? What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you wearing a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl's dress once. Splendid lass. Very good at pickling. Yes, very good at pickling eels, she was.
Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course.
Oh, a lot of dialogue.
Why are you, of course? A fellow like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure. Wine, women, and pickles.
No, no.
I am out and about.
Well, you can't be too good at it if you're already off course, young air freshener.
Look, no one's off course. I just use the phrase as a pleasantry, a manner of address.
I was waiting for him to say something about a dress.
Oh, how fascinating.
Pickled? Who's pickled?
No one's pickled. You started it. I don't even like pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles.
Ah,
How dare you cast
Rincewind, a man after me.
expressions damn,
On pickles.
I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
Well, the eels were pickled, weren't they?
What? Pickled elves? Damn their ears. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard. Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles? Or try the kitchen. Get out. Stop wasting my time.
This
Alright,
seems
well,
like a good cue to see.
it does seem like a good cue for that.
I have absolutely no desire to talk to that person at this time.
Fair enough. Oh, it's the dean. Okay. And the bursar. Alright, alright. Sure. Ooh, carcass and food. Which
A swamp
seems like
dragon.
the
My
same.
eyes don't deceive me. I thought these things were filled with explosive gas. Oh, right. That doesn't
Alright.
work.
Picking up the food does not work.
Let's see. Wildebeest baked in a poodle's eye sauce. Newt's liver pate with pickles and cream. Ex-senior wrangler legs in garlic butter. I do hope that door gives a clear run to the latrine.
I'm gonna skip breakfast, actually. The dialogue's been pretty okay so far. Been some good stuff.
That doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh. Well, this one's not a statue. I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.
Yeah, it's not quite on the level of Pratchett, but it's not bad. Incredibly stupid smart jokes or incredibly smart stupid jokes. Yes, either
I
way.
feel the cosmos.
Hey, Zoffer! Thank you for the 14 months.
That doesn't work, but this does.
Hi, buddy. What are we doing?
Excuse me, but could I ask you some questions?
Clear off. and no magic in the kitchen. One more spell goes off in this place, and I'm going to complain to the Arch-Chancellor.
Are you always this surly?
Not always. I even know a jolly joke.
Really?
Yes. What's ugly, hollow, and rings like a bell?
I don't know. What?
Look over there.
Uh-huh.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot? Well, I'll catch you later then.
Alright, clear out of the kitchen, gotcha. Hi. Ow! And chomped on. I can't kick him off my lap, though, because I'm leaving today. We're heading out to Mexico. Library. Closet. How about... Where is the Arch-Chancellor? We have not seen the Arch-Chancellor yet. Yeah, I'm curious as to who they have as the Arch-Chancellor.
Good old unseen you. I wonder if the walls are this high to keep what's outside from getting in, or what's inside from getting out.
Yes. Oh, buddy. I know. Now let's go see the monkey. I mean, ape. Hello?
Hello? Ooh, Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey.
Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. Hope you like Rincewind getting slapped is a thing, yep. Oh, the same... Hope you got the number of that donkey card. Alright, we're gonna get a lot of that, huh?
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while?
Well, time to get hit. Yep. Punchline.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Oh boy.
May I?
That might get a little
From the
old.
library, please. Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for.
Some
Oh, a library card. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What would mouthwash being spoken for?
Without giving you a library card. Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot? This
Yes,
seems like
canonically,
a-
Rincewind actually gets along pretty well. Okay. That is a big book.
Ye illustrious tome of levitation. Oh yes, that's levitating, all right.
Oh, wow. Sleazy guy. Alright.
Yes, I think perhaps our best move would be to keep slightly upwind of this one. Well, that and keep out of arm's reach.
Well, too late.
Hey, buddy,
Who, me?
have you ever thought about the advantages of owning land on the Fremenwanger Peninsula?
Isn't that all underwater?
That's just its advantage, friend. Think of it. A seaside retreat where the sea can actually be the one total dominating element of the view.
Ah, fair enough.
Gosh, yes. Let me take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer.
What, really?
Nah, only kidding. I just want it to be as pleasant as possible as sort of aid to conversation.
Oh, but that's cruel. It's building up my hopes only to dash me down. You know, being a confidence trickster is a hard job.
Well, perhaps you need a holiday.
Right, but where to? Where to? Not a lot of peace at resorts these days.
I hear the Fremenwanger Peninsula is fairly quiet. Why don't your lips sync with your words?
L space. The library is a nexus of L space. Within these shelves, all possible pasts and futures can be found. Frankly, it's making me feel a bit ill.
What's that under your coat?
Hourglasses. Care to buy an hourglass?
Where did you get all of those?
Fell off the back of a donkey cart, sir.
Ah, the one that hit me.
You're an
Gotcha.
extremely silly man.
Hey, I'm not the one wearing a dress.
Right, well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
Dome.
Yes, well, not one of your finer domes, but still, very nice if you like that sort of thing.
We don't really have a whole lot of direction on where to go or what to do so far, other than I guess that I could use a library card to get a book, but I don't even know why I'd want a book. Really, what I need to do is find the Archchancellor, but I don't know how the hell I'm finding him. What is that? Oh, just Rincewind. Gotcha. Went to the dining room. There was nothing else off of here. There's this statue. Oh, can we go? Ah, there we go. Haha.
Ah,
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quiet. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Dragon, as in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely,
Good
sir,
point.
dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down.
There we go. Okay, now we have a reason to do
Standing
things.
around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
So I don't know if they've actually decided if this is Archchancellor Ridcully or Archchancellor Weatherwax, which I'm sure is what people were asking earlier about which Archchancellor it is. The what are wizards for joke is very Pratchett, yeah. Like I said, he apparently punched up some of the dialogue. I know that he was always pretty big on games, because I know he even did, like, writing for some, was it Oblivion or Skyrim mods? Just because he was a big fan of it. It's very Ridcully in that, yeah. Was it Oblivion? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, he was gone not too long after Skyrim. Yeah, he couldn't have done Skyrim because he was, unfortunately, not doing well by then. Yes, his daughter went big into video game writing. Okay, so now we need to find a library card. Maybe back to the dining room? All the wizards are there. Certainly seems possible.
An old wizard who grew a beard mostly... Good day, sirs.
Is it? So you say. What with the bottom...
Okay,
He's
same
not
conversation.
catching
Yeah.
dragon.
Yep.
No.
Poppy,
Alright.
There's dragons.
But Yeah,
What's
okay.
a librarian a monkey?
You're gonna do this a lot, huh?
Get the number of that donkey cot.
Oh my god,
He's
that...
not one of them. He's an orangutan.
But it's the same thing. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
The actual orangutan is one of the great apes.
Wait, he just threw it in again!
Subtropical rainforest. If you ever want to go far in life, you must learn the value of proper nomenclature.
Nomenclature? But what's the difference between calling him an orangutan or a monkey?
Oh god. No, please do not say the line again. No.
In general
Oh,
terms,
thank
the
God.
difference is whether you keep your teeth in your head or in your hat.
But how
Okay,
did it
that's-
happen? I mean,
yeah.
Should we really let our boreal subtropical fauna be the guardians of a major national library?
Oh. Well, he was human once, of course.
What? Really?
All part
Yeah.
of a magical accident. Very tragic, you see, but there it is.
It's interesting the things that they're explaining and the things that you just
Section.
Doesn't he want to be turned back into a human?
expect you to
He
know.
likes the long arms,
Huh.
3 hensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in the reference section.
This
I say he just likes
chair.
running around loose, not wearing trousers. I mean, I would.
Alright. Those are pretty... There's definitely some good dialogue in here, I think. Although, god, they could use to not have it just be the... Did you get the number of that donkey cart over and over?
Right, you are then. Well, excuse me, I think that's... So look, as an aged wizard, I mean, you know, a few words of guidance, perhaps to one who hopes to follow in your pointy footsteps.
Ah, yes. Well, young fellow wallpaper. Well, I'd say that of all lessons in life, always learn to expect the unexpected.
But if I expect it, then it isn't unexpected.
Eh?
Well, by definition, it can't be unexpected if it actually is expected.
Quite right, my boy. Well spotted. In which case, my advice to you is to always expect the expected. Is that clear?
I expect so.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, it's interesting though, I got interrupted. There's so many jokes, like, it does a good job of just throwing joke after joke after joke after joke at you, so if one doesn't land, then at least, wait 5 seconds. Yes, exactly, this is alt universe Rincewind. Like, that's what I was gonna say, it's funny how much it just has the names of, like, Whittlepoons and all of these characters and kind of expects you to know them and what Unseen University is to an extent. Like, it explains a little bit, but, like, very minorly. And some of the things are just like, wow, like, if you don't know the monkey thing right away, you walk in here and you just say monkey and suddenly you're getting hit. You're like, what the fuck is happening? But then at the same time, Rincewind should know the librarian is not a monkey, an orangutan, because he caused it. He's the reason.
So, your faculty heads, the giants of wizardry, this is it? This is as good as life gets?
It seems like a pretty good life.
Promotion.
No, I'm contemplating a change of career.
Oh, I don't know. Sit around and eat.
Well, excuse me, So, what does a bird...
Well, it's a very important
Well, it sounds a bit... well, boring, doesn't it?
That's the job's main attraction, my surgical sock. These tenures are for life. So, since wizards are naturally extremely long-lived, that means the only way to get promoted is to assassinate your superiors. They've been popping off like mayflies around here for some seasons. Sometimes we've got, wait for it, more wazards than wizards.
They're in no danger from me. I never really thought about promotion.
Wazards, you see? Ha ha! Oh well, my post is safe though. Who wants to claw their way up to the top only to become an accountant in a silly hat? Mark my words, folding trouser press. Survival is all a matter of identifying your proper niche. Preferably a niche well removed from anything anyone else finds desirable.
Fair enough. Trying to see if I can ask about a library card from somebody.
Hi,
Alright. Okay, so the kitchen. We didn't go in the closet?
That doesn't work.
It's too dark.
Ha! Yes, now, don't rush me. Ow! Yes, thought so. They're shelves.
Ah, excellent. Oh, alright. We have a pouch and a broom.
It's not so much having the pouch as having the fillings. Straw type, technically, I suppose.
Oh.
Let's see. Smooth, irregular, smells of paraffin. I wonder what it could be. That doesn't work.
Can't pick it up. Alright. That seems like it's a candle. So I think I actually know one puzzle here, which is to get the luggage down, because I saw a little bit about it. There was like... They basically had started out and made part of the game already and had you knock the luggage off the shelf with the broom, and by doing that, that's how they convinced Terry Pratchett to be involved. Okay, and so maybe that works? There we go. This game has a lot of character. It's... Alright, we now have luggage, which also has a banana. Aha. Well, that might actually be useful then. Just wish Rincewind's hat was right. Yeah, there's gonna be a few things like that, I'm sure, but in general, it's been surprisingly accurate on those kinds of things. There's some good luggage sprites. The art is really good. Like, I really like this little area and navigating it. I know that they actually changed the look of Rincewind in this, because originally they had wanted, oh god, some actor from, like, Only Fools and Horses. I can't remember his name right now. And they couldn't get him, like, because that was who apparently Terry Pratchett based Rincewind off of. And so then when they couldn't do that, they got Eric Idle, and they kind of changed the sprite and stuff to be more representative of Eric Idle. Oh, we can ask about L-Space. Huh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, yes, I see.
Yeah, hard to settle for Eric Idle.
So what you're saying is that L-Space is a means of time travel available only to librarians, which is essentially too complex a subject to convey with hand gestures and grunts. Yes, I thought so. But look, if I did have to go into L-Space, say, to go back to another time, would help me?
L-space is the distortion of space caused
Okay, I like
by
this.
collections of books. Just picture some of those old second-hand bookshops, which look like they were designed by Isha on a bad day. They invariably have more staircases than stories, and rows of shelves that end in little doors, which are surely too small for humans to enter. This distortion of space has a similar inevitable effect on time.
I like this because if you've ever read Terry Pratchett, so many of his books have little, like, sub-notes underneath everything that are full of little jokes like that, so that's pretty good. Whenever we see Rincewind doesn't do anything, we get his idle animation. Or whenever he is doing anything. Because it's Eric Idle, yeah. The funny thing is, that means that Eric Idle was third choice, because they also tried to get John Cleese for it, which, oh, glad they didn't do that. Honestly, Eric Idle is a much better choice.
Actually,
Oh.
A magical accident in the library turned the librarian into an orangutan. He has since resisted all efforts to turn him back, much preferring the handy long arms, the prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in public.
Alright, so...
excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
Need your library card.
Yes. Yes, I suppose so. Quite. Look, is there someone else here that I can speak to? Well, you know, someone who isn't a monkey.
Oh no. Did you get the number on that donkey cart?
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Oh,
Come back and get a book later.
that is...
Yes, I've given up. No, not gibbon, monkey. Oh, damn!
These are okay jokes, except...
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
That is...
This
unfortunate. So what if we give the banana?
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome?
There we go.
Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs.
Awesome. Oh my god. The double click speed, I guess, is a little off from what I wanted. There is settings for that, which is nice. The, like, did you get the number of that donkey cart thing is not really that bad. Other than it's such a stark contrast for how much good dialogue there is, and just like how much unique dialogue there is with everybody, and like voice dialogue, like how intensive all this is, and having Eric Idle even be one of the VAs, like he's doing an excellent job, and then just the same take of that same joke over and over and over is a little brutal.
You still here? Standing around like something unhygienic? Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium.
Yeah, it just happened. He's getting smacked a lot. Like, it's already old, and if it's just throughout the whole game, that's miserable.
Do it now! Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Ah, we now have the formula to construct Requilamento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got
That's a very...
grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance...
Yeah, that felt very Ridcully and very Pratchett.
When we review your grant next year, we may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous taumaturgy, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
Well, a sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that?
That
No?
seems like a...
Good. Well, don't just stand there. Off you go.
Hey! What? Where are we getting? Okay. I have no idea where that is coming from, by the way. I don't think it's on YouTube. I don't know what that's from, but thanks, I guess? Is that YouTube? I don't think it is. But if you did, hey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It looked like a YouTube icon. No, that's the Streamlabs one. Isn't it? I don't know. Like the little face? The blue face is the Streamlabs logo. I don't know if it had something before that. I am streaming this on YouTube, yes. There are no YouTube alerts in the Streamlabs stuff either, which I've been able to change. There's nothing set up, so I don't know why it would be doing it from there. But, maybe. Alright, so we need a lot of things. Is there, like, a notepad of the things that we need to have? Because that seemed like a lot.
Look, does anyone know why this luggage keeps following me?
Ah, that's sapient pearwood, that luggage is. There's no getting rid of it. It'll follow you everywhere.
Sapient pearwood?
They once used it to make containers for grave goods. I suppose someone hoped that you really could take it with you. The chest is, in fact, the luggage. The luggage is made of sapient pearwood, and once it attaches itself to somebody, it will follow that person everywhere. Just like a little puppy. It is like a runaway suitcase, albeit one with lots of little pink legs. In this game, the luggage is a convenient storage device. Not to mention a convenient homicidal maniac, should one be required.
You never know. Okay, so you don't have anything new about, like, any of these items? No.
What? Excuse me.
Nope.
Right, well.
Hey!
I'm not a... It's a... This seems like a...
I doubt we care about the senior wrangler. Yeah. I guess let's leave Unseen University and see if we can't find all of this stuff around town.
Quite frankly, I think I'm being led up the garden path.
It's a Discworld game.
That doesn't work.
Can't open the door.
Sod it!
Gotcha.
Another one of those doors without handles. Tradesman's entrance, I presume. I wonder what we traded him for.
The luggage animation's really good. Fertilizer. Okay. Huh.
How do you open the gate?
They've changed the wasp names. The hand wriggles. It's a whole new spell.
So show me the new spell.
Can't. The spell's a secret.
Nice weather.
Since classes in wind whistling, rainmaking and lightning throwing are all scheduled for today, I think that's being a wee bit premature.
Please don't say it. Okay, thank God. I was waiting for him to get zapped and say the line again.
You just stand here all day getting a wage for eating prunes?
Certainly. Someone's got to do it. It's a plum job.
hand wriggles, please.
Yeah, right. Look, you just wiggle them like this.
Like this.
No, not even close. Say it, say the line.
Yes, almost. Now try it like that.
Like this.
Right you are, son. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'd like a nice lie down.
But what about the gate? Aren't you going to guard it?
Oh, who gives them monkeys? Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
It's a switch up, sure.
What's that
That
you're
gives some
eating?
anger.
Prunes. Just a little nourishment to tide me through till lunchtime.
Can I have one before I go?
Having one before you go is the whole point of prunes. And no, you can't.
Well, I'll catch you later. That doesn't work. What's this then? Prunes? Finest quality? Extra dark old bowel buster. Yuck.
So we got a frog out of our throat. Oh, wait, I now have a frog?
Definite senior wrangler potential in this slippery little blighter.
Alright, so I guess now talk to the senior wrangler? Huh. Or we can also just go around.
Bisected by the River Ankh, the city of Ankh-Morpork is the oldest existing city on the Discworld. It is really two cities, proud Ankh, turnwise of the river, and pestilent Morpork on the Widdershin side, although the pestilence is quite democratic and in fact covers most of the city.
Alright.
All roads lead to Ankh-Morpork, but this is in fact incorrect. The truth is that all roads lead away from Ankh-Morpork.
There's some pretty good stuff in here for sure. And again, there's lots of good art. I really like a ton of this. It's very... There is something to be said about how jarring it is to have, like... Not that the other voice actress is bad or anything, but like that apprentice wizard kind of doing that whole thing. And then just Eric fucking Idle on the other side of it. It's a little weird. Oh, the dragon's going. Oh, that's cool. Oh, neat. That's fun. And those just stay blackened? Huh. So there's an inn, park, street, the shades, sure. Let's go to the shades.
I'd need a very good reason before I go into the shades.
There we go. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
The Shades is an area where curiosity not only kills the cat, but ties lead weights to its feet and throws it in the river.
Okay, I thought maybe they were going to have a little scene first, but no.
That doesn't work. Counterwise wine tasting at Bear Huggers Wineries. Please bring bucket to winery the day before you arrive. Lost. Small dog.
I don't want to know.
Gas pod. Talks too much. If found, keep. Wanted for arson. Suspect approximately 3 tons, 200 feet long, scaly. Wanted dead. Definitely dead. Reasonable reward.
Alright, fair enough.
Aha! Crocus gittus, or the common old garden boring old codger.
Is he one?
One what?
One of them? No.
What? With a whip?
Yes, yes. He's one of them.
Probably. He's wearing a hat.
Well, I'm not standing for it. Young man, are you one of them?
That's a good old man voice, I gotta say.
Look, I'm not exactly sure what you...
Yes or no?
Oh, all right. Yes, then.
Oh, funny. He doesn't walk like one.
It's hard to tell in that dress.
Ah, I think I can see how this is going. It's a case of humorous misunderstanding, yes?
Sorry? What's that?
I'm not going to fall for it.
I shouldn't think so. In that dress.
You see, you're just taking perfectly ordinary remarks and trying to make some kind of joke out of them.
Oh, come on. There's not much to laugh at in our job.
I can see that.
We need a bit of fun.
This might not be much, but it's better than being up to your knees in blood.
What are you?
Is that, wait.
We're heroes, mate.
You? Don't make me laugh.
You just said we didn't.
I mean, you? Killing dragons?
Oh, we've killed dozens of them in our day. And if you think you're a hero too, you'll want to find the dragon. So off you go. No point wasting any time. You didn't see me wasting any time when I took out the dreaded Temple of Offla.
Well, the past their prime heroes, sure.
Who? Why, it's us. The rootinest, tootinest, shootinest.
Hats and whips.
And gold.
Inside temples.
What? Missionaries?
No, the other ones. Nasty natives with spiders and snakes. Ugh, yuck. So you mark my words.
Look, I think you should probably all just start again.
You listen up, young fellow. We're all legendary heroes here. So keep your ears open and you might learn a thing or two. Incidentally, on a point of detail, we only root and shoot. We never toot. Well, hardly ever.
Yeah, most legendary heroes don't.
Aye? It's all depending on his destiny. I'm the kind of man that went out and made his own destiny.
What out of? Wood?
Come again?
Well, you carve a destiny, don't you?
Could be made of ivory.
Can't get the elephants these days.
How's about iron? Then you could forge a mighty destiny. Too heavy. It has to be wood.
What?
There we are, young man. Your destiny should be made of wood.
Okay, we've got to find a wood destiny.
It'll get termites, and then you'll have a holy destiny. Had to struggle a bit for that one, sorry.
Oh boy. Is this meant to be the Silver Horde?
Well, if you'll just excuse me, I think I hear destiny calling.
I don't know that it's meant to be anything in particular. Like, the story is loosely guards, but apparently very loosely. Like, it wasn't meant to be any particular book. It was just kind of its own story with some familiar characters from Discworld. General setting.
If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
This world you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Ah, yes. Yes, I see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt.
Yeah, we need to talk to Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler out the side.
Relax and tell me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question. Ooh, that's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
That's possibly the most heinous woman I've ever seen in my life. Stunning how they managed to find these people. Now, why is she dressed as a milkmaid? Yes, probably as good a place for him as any.
Okay. So, a psychiatrist's office, sure. Oh, with, of course,
Signposting is apparently long dead.
hammer to the head, sure.
Dragon detector, sir?
Oh, excellent. Yes, I'd love one, thank you.
Can I interest you in a dragon detector, sir?
He's gotta say the line, right?
Price, a single shilling. I'm cutting me own.
There we go.
Dragon detector? How does it work?
Easy as pie, sir. This rod has a piece of wood tied to the end. When you get close to a dragon, the wood turns to ash.
How close?
Very well. You caught me there, Governor. A slight design flaw. Tell you what, I'll halve the price. 2 shillings and it's yours. I'm cutting my own throat.
Uh-huh.
Smell. It's like roasting loincloth.
Oh, a rat,
Sausage
yeah.
in a bun, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome
Sausage
and
in a bun, there you go.
delicious. I'll tell you what, I'll sell 3 for the price of 1. A single penny. I'm cutting my own throat.
Ah, thank you. Oh no, let me guess. The lovable street merchant.
Cut me own throat, Dibbler, at your service, sir. Care to buy a dragon breath proof vest, sir?
Is it guaranteed?
It's never been destroyed by dragon's breath yet, sir.
Not necessarily a strong recommendation, though, is it? I mean, it's never been engulfed by lava or trampled by penguins either.
There you are, sir. 3 guarantees for the price of 1.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Well, how's about dragon pinwheels, sir? Cloison pins, flags, or we have dragon repellent. Only 1 shilling gets you a bottle. Tell you what, sir, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm cutting my own throat. Money back guarantee. You get your full cash back if, in fact, the dragon eats you.
I say.
Notification only, of course.
Not today, thank you. Not tomorrow either. Well, excuse me,
Some pretty good deals here. Okay.
it's a tomato. Rotten to the core.
Not sure what I'm gonna need any of these for. I suppose we'll find out.
That doesn't work. Rotten produce. Well, there's something to be said for truth in advertising.
Care to
What
buy
do we...
a money pouch, sir? Very good, Nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure? Stolen?
Yeah.
The damn thing's been stolen!
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You
There we go.
Your old pouch has gone. That's service for you.
Now look. Did you just steal this?
Don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
That's a pretty good
Yeah,
one.
You know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish, then.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to shell out, Gov.
Alright. This, you know, sure. Although, this animation's a little...
Just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, how did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys.
Oh, God, Yep.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov, look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
Yeah, I steal from all of the, heroes. Are we gonna get 2 donkey carts for the price of 1? Is this what I think it is? Oh!
Bloomers.
Okay.
My size, actually. Sort of soft and silky. What a strangely liberating thought.
Fair enough. Alright, we stole his underwear. Fair. I honestly thought that was like...
Heel, I say. Good boy.
Not sure. I wasn't sure where they were going with it. It looked kind of organ-ish. Okay, lovable street starfish is pretty good.
You don't act like a simple street urchin.
Starfish.
More like a shark, I think.
I've done me apprenticeship, sir. I've got me chit. Look, I challenge you to find a single bit of clean skin on me.
So why aren't you more cheerful then? Shouldn't you be out scrumping apples or stealing sticks from blind old men?
Well, normally I would, sir. It's just that I'm a little bit off my feed.
Well, it's not good enough. You may go. Just make sure you stay filthy, and I want you to be irrepressible by lunchtime. Look, shouldn't you be...
Doing a terrible job.
If you do that, you get your head stuffed with facts. One kid's head exploded doing that.
Oh, rubbish.
It's true.
Really?
Well, no, but there's no point being a lovable stereotype without the appropriate superstitions, now is there?
Alright.
Well, don't be a stranger. Cheers.
It's the random Amazon
Greetings,
warrior.
oh noble warrioress.
Greetings, O pointy-hatted elf.
Eh?
It is I, Red Sorghum, chosen avatar of the goddess Mothra. I've come to Ankh-Morpork seeking adventure. I've sworn myself
You're
to
right about Red
peace
Sonja.
and may give myself in marriage only to the man who can equal me in combat.
You what? Are you in much demand?
Well, yes, apparently. Under the terms of the Geese, I'm supposed to suffer no insult from any man, which unfortunately includes wolf whistles, lingering looks, and even passing thoughts of attraction. Which would be all right, but they insist that I wear this get-up. Standard heroine issue. By the way, geese is an archaic word, meaning something like obligations. I really don't want to hear any more jokes about birds.
Inconvenient.
It's ever so cold.
So, do many people actually just want to try and marry you?
Oh yes, happens all the time. Well, I suppose I encourage it, really. I mean, it's been 10 years, and a girl has to settle down someday. They've been lining up in the taverns ever since I got here. I've been killing people non-stop since 10:30.
Ah, so, just tell me a bit with this one. In order to get engaged to you, they have to...
To murder you?
Match swords with me, yes.
To the death.
Yes.
Sounds dangerous.
Actually, it's more boring than dangerous. Well, at least from my point of view. Other girls get to debauch with barbarians, and all I get is two-way conversations with the gods.
Really?
Well, it's not as if Mothra, goddess of Stepland, storms and destroyer of cardboard cities, really has anything much to say. I mean, there's the occasional quest aspect of things, but more often than not, it just means chopping up some mothballs.
I was like,
Getting
okay,
their
do they know what they mean about Mothra? Yeah, okay, the cardboard cities, yeah, alright, they know.
And the chainmail bikinis are nice, but it doesn't fill up a Saturday night, if you know what I mean. You, do know what I mean, don't you?
Sure. I know what you mean.
Mothra even gave me this magic sword. Said it was to keep me safe. Bitch. Every time I meet some halfway likable man, I have to kill him.
Well, can't you stop it?
Well, no. It's a magical curse, you see. For instance, if I even suspected that...
Didn't expect that one.
I'd be forced to do something really totally unpleasant. Probably involving spleens.
Spleens?
It's an organ. Not sure what it does apart from ooze green.
Yeah, well, I quite understand. Good thing I don't fancy you then, eh?
I'm ever so pleased. Of course, I feel a lot more comfortable with you in a dress.
That bitch just comes out of nowhere. Yeah, that really... That was a surprise. This is a good one.
Hublander.
That's right. The Icelands, snowfields, that kind of thing. Proud land for a proud people. Forge of destiny, and so forth.
And, well, is that a Hubland costume you're wearing?
Yes. Why?
Well, it just doesn't seem climactically appropriate. How does it stay up?
Pressure.
Pressure?
Everyone's eyes are always running all over it.
Okay. At least they're making fun of the chainmail bikini.
Why?
Yeah, the subtitles are timed well. There's some decent jokes and stuff in this. This is a really solid little adventure so far. It's not much of a game in a lot of ways, but so far there's not been a lot of the adventure side of things.
It's a frame-up.
Pardon?
They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
That explains it then.
This isn't funny. I can't believe this.
Maybe you should take stock of your situation.
Now listen.
Too bad. Now your reputation's gone to rack and ruin. Still, I suppose it's taught you a lesson. Torture, get it? Not a good pun, but then What is?
Everyone's a comedian. Except you, mister. Help!
What? You're the tax collector, aren't you? What are you doing in there?
Begging without a permit. I asked some old codger for money, and he blew the whistle on me. Next thing you know, they got me in here. This is harassment in the course of duty, I'll tell you. Let me out of here! They can't do this to me! I'm the tax collector!
Ah, has someone collared your market?
Watch it.
Must be what they call a tax squeeze, innit? Ooh, how do I think I'm up?
Very funny. I'll remember you, pencilhead. I've a perfect thingy. Begins with M. You know, I'll never forget.
Forget what?
Faces. My business relies on my memory for faces.
They must be your stock in trade.
You've done the stock thing already. Time to leave, Rince. Okay. Like, I have no idea all the things that we're supposed to get and what we should do from here. It gives you a really big world out of nowhere, which is kind of neat in a way, because you can just go out and explore, but then also... like...
Dashing Dan, the affluent king. I thought all kings were affluent. Nope, I can't shift it.
Uh-huh.
An
Hi?
affluent redistribution technician. Good day.
Can I interest you in a free sample, sir?
Not on your Nelly. Lovely. Let me guess. You are
That's
a
it.
traditional?
Sorter and remover of human affluence, sir. I offer drainage with distinction. My school
What's
teacher
the
said
sample?
I'd never make anything of myself in life, and just look
Okay,
at me
this is
now.
definitely
Not at the
Baldric
top,
again, right?
By starting at the bottom.
And people certainly stand aside when you pass by. What's that smell?
That's the honey pot, sir.
Honey pots? That doesn't smell like honey.
Well, actually, that's a metaphor, sir.
What's a metaphor?
Well, in this case, sir, it's for covering up some unpleasant aspects of life what don't normally make for polite conversation. For instance, if I say, "Here, sir, may I interest your son in an apprenticeship as a collector of honey buckets?" you might stop and listen. Whereas, if I asked you if you minded if your son helped me with collecting crap,
Yeah, well, quite. So, you're a sewerage collection man, is that it?
well, we in the industry prefer the term
Affluent redistribution technician. Quite. Look, all joking apart, what in Offler's name is this thing?
Sir, that is your actual patented sewerage purification plant. Self-powered elastic belt propulsion. This thing heralds in a whole new age, sir.
The mind truly boggles. So, it purifies
Into what?
sewerage, does it?
That's right, sir.
Meaning it takes raw sewerage and then produces...
Yeah.
Well, pure sewerage, sir.
Oh.
The essence, as it were.
I see. Surely, I suppose I'll just leave you to it.
Always here whenever you need me, sir.
Right you on him.
I think I'm good without
Don't be
pure
alarmed if you're allergic
sewerage.
by any monsters or anything. Gad, it's a, what is that thing?
It's a machine. Alright, so we now know where to get purer sewage. I can't go down that way. I guess we'll leave the street. Or was it? It was the square that we went to, yeah.
Alms, sir. Alms for the poor.
But I'm already poor.
Well, you've got a pointy hat.
That's not wealth, that's status.
Oh, well, spare some status for the poor, governor.
I think you've got that wrong.
How do you mean wrong? It's a simple request transaction. I underline a need and hope that you, in your wisdom, will provide.
It's not a question of that, it's a question of practicality. Status, by its very nature, is ineffable. As a quality, it is essentially non-transferable.
So are you gonna give me status?
But that hat does say wizard on it.
Give you status, you have to
Or
earn
it should.
For instance?
Reach the top of your profession. Become the most famous beggar in the city. Get some real diseases.
Well, that's right. Business is just down a bit. What can I do about it?
You need a more dominating image, something to demand sympathy. Otherwise, heartless people like me are just going to keep on passing you by.
It's a thought, you know. Yes. Many thanks.
Arms? No, thanks. I'm trying to give them up. Why should I give you money?
Well, it's
Well, you could give them up to me.
Street transaction, isn't it, Gov? It's an expected part of your fantasy environment.
You're saying that you're just here to add a little bit of colour?
Authenticity, Gov. Authenticity.
Well, wouldn't it be better if you actually looked the part? I mean, just look at you.
Why? What do you mean? What's wrong with it?
Well, it's pathetic. I mean, a beggar, by definition, has to be pitiable, doesn't he? I mean, why should someone give him money if he's as hale and hearty as any other geezer on the street?
Oh yeah. I think I see what you mean, sir.
Right, well, carry on. Right, you are then.
Alright, fair enough. Little color in the game. This game is mostly color so far.
That doesn't work. Yes.
Can't use the couch, of
Still
course.
fails to create that relaxing atmosphere, though.
What is this shop?
Diploma from the Academy of Barbering, Bloodletting, Leechery, Tooth-Pulling and Associated Self-Mutilations Academy.
Oh yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, the self-mutilator.
Oh, hello.
I suppose it's quite a sensuous sort of job then, playing with women's hair all day.
Oh, not really. Not with the type of women we get in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milkmaid.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of Python in this. Beyond just Pratchett. I mean, the Eric Idle voice certainly doesn't help that, but... Okay.
Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man, you will have the honor of first witnessing my new ensemble. I shall now set a trend that will rock the fashion world.
Carly, yeah, suit yourself.
What?
Suit yourself, I mean, it might not be your style.
And what would you know about it? I never take fashion advice from a man wearing a dress.
Get away from that!
Extractors, drills, needles. Look, let's not go into this too deeply, okay?
Okay.
Our first customer. I wonder if he was the last.
Can't be. They're right there. Could be the same person, though, I suppose.
Let's just keep this...
Can I... The door? Can I go out the door? There we go, alright. The beggar bit definitely felt like part of it. Yeah, there's been a few bits that are like, oh, you should look more the part or whatever, and it has a lot of Python in it, yes. And like I said, but it just doesn't help it being Eric Idle as the voice. Some really good art and scenes in this. I feel like I'm more in a picture book than an adventure game because it's not very focused. Like, alright. I have a picture now. I stole from that man.
The smell is terrible, but the fish don't seem to mind. That doesn't work. That's a rather unusual fish. Is this fish fresh?
Fresh? Fresh? One of them just made a pass at me wife, sir.
Good heavens, did it really?
I don't mind, sir. I think fish are quite attractive, don't you?
I
love my wife, but oh, you octopus.
I think I shall speak with you.
Yeah, a little bit of the Monty Python
Don't
for
get
sure.
horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
Okay.
Toilet. Purpose built? What's the world coming to? Good grief! What in Offler's name is that
It's a
dreadful
toilet.
smell? Toilet. Good. No, I'm not going to look into there. There are something. I don't care. I don't care what the user man.
Fair enough.
That doesn't work.
Guessing the fish is going through people a little fast. Was there... Wait, was there something scrawled on the door? Yeah, okay.
What's this then? For a nice time, eat well, drink happily, and find an amusing and rewarding occupation on a sunny day.
Good advice. Like, there's just a lot of bits in this, but not a lot of direction. Ah, hey, one of the cultists, I guess.
Shall he bellow forth the 10 sacred names of the Forbidden Dawn?
Hello!
Go away. I am
Oh,
a
maybe
monk
not.
of the Temple of Offler.
Temple of Offal?
Offler. I am guardian of the Sacred Eye, Lord High Vicar of the other not-so-sacred Eye, and Grand Trilobite of the Cenopod.
You must be taller than you look.
Silence! Begone or else feel the wrath of the mighty Offler and the toe-biting knights of the Holy Emasculation! And verily shall he bellow forth the 10 sacred names of the
Okay, I'm trying to open this door,
Shall I
though.
tell a lie? The 9 sacred names of the Forbidden Dawn. Then shall he stride forth, and many shall be
Okay,
the
but
number of his stridings.
But the
Try
door...
again later.
Okay, there we
All
go.
across the disc shall he stride,
Ignatius the Troll's all-night pottery shop.
and
Huh.
those who gaze upon him shall say, Look, it is Offler, and he strideth. From this day forth ask thyself, sinners, ask.
Okay.
And verily shall he bellow forth the 10 sacred names of the Forbidden Dawn.
It becomes more of an adventure game later, but you have to find the adventure game. That's weird, though, and not amazing.
Yes, and oh, look, he's displaying a sort of machine. A sort of... with clamps and drill bits. Oh, dear.
Come on. Yeah. Hello. Oh, can I not go around the luggage? Is that what's happening? There we go. Weird. Wasn't letting me walk that direction. We could go back to the university because there was the frog that we got and it said something about the senior wrangler. It seems like we'll go and see the patrician because we were able to ask about the patrician, so I'm guessing that they're going to go through pretty much all the major characters.
I have absolutely...
Okay, how about, can we...
Definite senior wrangler potential.
Like,
I have absolutely...
Alright. Can't, like, show him and be like, hey, look, it's you.
I have absolutely...
Alright.
That doesn't work.
Let's go to the palace, I suppose. We've got a huge laundry list of things to get, but no direction on where to get them. Or to, like, puzzle them out or anything, which... There's a lot of weight in this game being lifted by the humor, and it's doing a decent job. Like, it's pretty well written. I've definitely enjoyed a lot of the bits, but it is one of those things where I'm starting to be like, yeah, okay, I could come back to this again later.
So, anyway, how's the wife?
Oh, not so bad. How's yours?
Oh, doing well, doing well. We thought we might invite you two around for dinner tomorrow night. I've made a chocolate cake, strawberry pudding, and duck's foot casserole with leaf mould.
Leaf mould?
Oh, sorry. Did I say leaf mould? I meant caramel. Anyway, mashings of everything. You know the
bought a break, guys.
Is this a good idea? I thought she was watching her weight.
Why should she watch her weight?
Well, you know, after last time, when she accidentally ate that camel.
Oh, she's not overweight. She's just, she's just cuddly.
Is this supposed to be the Sergeant and Knobs?
Very, very cuddly. With humps.
So, how's your wife then? Did she get that thing off her face?
Thing? What thing?
The hairy thing.
That's a beauty spot, that is.
Oh, I see. A bit long for a beauty spot, isn't it? Though, I mean, in area.
Look, moustaches are supposed to be a sign of sensuality.
What, on women?
Listen, are you calling my wife ugly?
No.
Good. I'd have been ever so cross if you did.
Alright.
Oh, good. A palace goon. Bad luck comes in pairs, I suppose.
It is also hard to imagine to have Fred Colin and Nobby Knobs as the palace guards. Alright, we cannot go to the palace. Fair enough. And there's also no possible world in which Nobby Knobs is married. Correct. Well, doesn't... I feel like Nobby Knobs eventually does find somebody in the books.
Of course it's me. Who are you expecting? Death?
No, I want to... Okay, I just want to look at the sign. There we go.
Keep off the grass. Actually, since they irrigate this stuff with river water, I'm surprised they even need the sign. The stench should be enough to simply move you right along.
But we're on it. Okay.
Ah, Lampus Illuminaticus. No fooling this wizard. I've taken an advanced course in lamp recognition, I have.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
Comfy looking bench, that.
Yeah, that's it, that's all, baby. Suppose it's kind of nice that it's a little narrower, because we've just got... It's nice to have an open world, but there is so much open world here. Everything is open, like I have no direction. Do we go to the city gates? Oh, gonna get the dragon again for a moment. Oh no, I was like, oh, I was worried that was going to continue forever. Here, let's save real quick.
This room sounds as if it's occupied. No, seems to be locked. Well, either that or it's just pretty wallpaper. Poetic, isn't it? Not only doors, but windows too. Wonders will never cease.
Maybe I should go talk to the Arch-Chancellor again? And there's the city gate. He is in fact the Indian Goblin at the end of Snuff. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, I read Snuff. I couldn't remember which books things happen in, but... Oh, no, please, just go to the entrance. You looked up a walkthrough and, man, uh-oh. Esoteric, is it? I've heard rumors of that it is, a lot to get through some of that, yeah. I heard that unfortunately, like, the writing and the art and everything is pretty good in this. Or, not even pretty good, but very good. But the,
No time for idle chat.
Well, sorry, as if I can help who supplies my voice. Say no more.
Oh. Alright. Yep.
There's work to be done.
Well, sorry, as if I say no more. As far as leaders go, the only reason I'd follow him into battle is out of curiosity.
The idle chatters, sure. Oof. Okay, you can say more, Witchfinder Finder. Where does it want me to go? Like, it gave us all these things to find. I didn't write them down. Didn't, like, get any kind of list or menu or anything. And no direction on where to find any of it. Go back to the dining room.
Hey!
I'm not a girl, it's a...
Okay.
So, what...
Nothing. Now young twerps like you think they can come in here, ravish our women and steal all our pickles.
Steal? Now do I look like a thief?
My stick. They all want my magic stick. So be off.
Okay.
You dastardly overcleaner.
No!
Ah,
I
because
don't
he's got
want
the
your
stick
magic
of the
stick.
staff of whatever
It's the
that we
pickles
needed.
are after then, is it? You devilish young trouser. Well, I'm onto you, you know. I'm onto you, you young bookcase.
Now look, this is not the problem that I wanted to address. This seems like a good cue to...
Yeah, I'm guessing that we need his staff.
That doesn't work.
Uh...
That doesn't work.
You can hit it. Right?
That doesn't work.
Big stick, gong, seems good.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Maybe if we show him the book, he'll realize our need?
That doesn't work.
No, of course not. And maybe we trick him into thinking this is the senior wrangler?
That doesn't work.
No.
That
Because
doesn't
it said
work.
that it would look like the senior wrangler, which... sure.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
People, we're talking about not wearing trousers.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Feel like if I gave underwear to the bursar, he would lose his mind. Okay, so
Right,
we
you are
asked
then.
about the librarian. We've asked about the luggage. We've checked out the food and the carcass.
Ah, a swamp dragon. That doesn't work. Well, excuse me. Right, well.
When he goes to grab the plate, can we switch out the staff with the broom? Oh, maybe. That's not a bad idea. That actually would make sense and not be the moon logic that I've heard about from this. Yeah, okay. I think you can just do it probably at any time.
Here, it's got a knob on the end. Now this could be a handy extension handle.
Alright, well we have a thing? Got a knob on the end. It's definitely a wizard's staff.
Now, with a desk like that, a man can really defer some serious questions. That doesn't work.
Okay. Can we... Alright, we hand it in.
But off with you. There's still more work to be done.
Okay, but
There's
what else?
work to be done. No time for idle chatter.
Oh my god. So you had to, like, write down all of the things that he said the first time. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's, rough.
Ooh, sparklies. That doesn't work. Golden thingamies. It must be good to be the Arch-Chancellor.
I do like getting little, pieces of Eric Idle shouting, "Ooh, sparklies!" Want me to tell you what he says from the intro? I can go and look at it. This is definitely a, you need to have a walkthrough of it. Which is unfortunate. Okay, find 5 items. Staff, magic coil, imp, metal container, and then dragon breath. Yeah. Alright. I throw a tomato at the tax collector, of course. Should have known. It was in the same area. That one's not totally esoteric, nor is the wizard staff one. It's just, it's weird that it doesn't give you, like, any kind of a list of the items that you're supposed to get. You're just supposed to remember them immediately. Like, if you don't have a pen and paper ready right then, you're screwed. You're in so much trouble. I don't necessarily hate that it follows Discworld logic, but at the same time, it's, it would be nice to get direction. Yeah, a to-do list would have been nice, exactly. That's pretty good. Does he say anything new now?
Frame up.
Pardon?
They can't do this.
That explains it then.
This-
Maybe you should. Too bad. Still.
Every help.
What? What are you doing in there?
Begging with. I asked some next. This is a. Let me out of. They can't do.
Okay, nope, nothing else changes.
Forget what.
Face it.
They must be your.
Wow, so you would have to know to do this, and then know that... Yeah, this is a little bit tough. Hello? Oh, it's just that long, okay. Get a new tomato, and it's got a worm. Which does this, apparently. Get the worm. Oh, so, wait, we have to grab the worm. Oh my god.
Actually, it's more like a grub than a worm.
Huh. Yeah, knowing that you had to throw a tomato at the tax collector to then to try and get another tomato to throw at the tax collector to then find a worm inside of that tomato is, yeah, that's a bit...
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around in...
No, I can't seem to do that.
Evil, evil, egg.
I'm sorry.
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping. My brain's gone potty. Ah!
My brain's also gone potty sometimes.
Brain.
What?
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
Willow.
Yes, look, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How do you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
The winter evenings must just fly by. You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance, nothing more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Now, look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, no.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Ankh-Morpork.
Some bits are better than other bits. Why'd you even look for a worm in a tomato? Well, it was really more of a grub.
Who, me? Look, I'm afraid I can't handle this right.
Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm This seems like a good cue.
So the puzzle here... I'm just looking at a guide, by the way. The puzzle here now is to talk to the troll and then come back in.
Sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run
That's
around
the puzzle.
impressing everybody else.
Because then that lets you now get this. That's all we needed to do. Yeah. Huh. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear some weird noise in the background. My neighbor, who's like 3-4 doors down, is once again playing their music so loud that I can feel the vibrations on my desk. Happens a lot. What do you do? We're supposed to go to the barber shop and pickpocket from the barber. Okay, enter the shop and look at the hair roller in her hair. Oh my god.
Suppose it's a hair roller.
Leave that hair roller alone.
Talk to the woman and the barber will put the hair roller in the pocket. Okay.
Is that a curler in your hair?
Impudent wretch, of course it is.
Just asking. So it's definitely a roller then.
What?
In your hair. A hair roller.
Well, of course it is. If it wasn't a roller, then why would it be there?
You wouldn't,
Wouldn't what?
you wouldn't say it's a bit, unusual at all?
Good heavens, no.
Right,
It's
you
just
are then.
blue.
Oh, so you're having your hair set in a traditional style?
Traditional?
With rollers and curls? Oh, yes, it should look very quaint.
Quaint?
Yeah, well, a busy woman like yourself can't always be expected to keep up with the new trends.
What? Don't be absurd. Barber, I shall have my hair set straight.
A very wise choice, madam.
And now we can pickpocket the barber.
What are you doing? Get out of my pocket! There's a hair roller in there. Oh,
Wait.
what are you doing?
Did we not get
out
the
of my
skill?
pocket!
I guess?
Hello there.
Hmm?
I suppose it's...
Oh, no silk, nothing like my wand.
Oh, do we need them to be daydreaming and then do it? Maybe?
Oh, what are you doing?
No.
Get out of my pocket!
Hello
Maybe?
there.
Oh.
Is the pickpocket an item? Maybe.
Oh, no silk, nothing like...
Oh, it totally is. It'd have been nice if it showed that at some point, too. Okay, so... Huh.
I've never seen a metal hair roller before.
So is that the metal coil that we needed? Interesting. There just seems to be a lot of... For how good, like, the UI is for usability and, like, the options are, it then just doesn't give you anything after that. Like, no list of things that we're supposed to get. The Arch-Chancellor refuses to tell you again. Like, it'd even be one thing if you could go back there and ask him. But no, you don't get that as an option. Like, okay, so we needed 5 items, which was like... Staff, magic coil, imp, metal container, and dragon breath. So what does the hair roller have to do? I mean, adventure games are a lot of... just get the item, it's fine. Like, you'll just need it eventually. But even so... Huh. Oh, there's a shop here that I didn't even notice. Like I said, I'm fully going through a guide at this point. Although I think we're getting near the end of what I need from this, if that makes sense. We got a good selection of what's going on here. So there's apparently supposed to be something else. No, do not leave. Do not leave. Is that the beggar? This seems like a really fun thing to mess around in, and not necessarily the most fun thing to, like, play. Okay, so now it's just the corner, which is a whole new area. And there was the alley with the toilet, but it said that there was... Walk west to the toy shop at the side of the street. I'm not seeing a toy shop. And do we just keep walking? Is there something up here? Oh, there is more over this way. Man, this game has a really nice art style and stuff in a ton of ways.
Why have all the teddy bears in the window got fangs? Ah, prime knickknacks. Purple piñatas.
Okay. Well, let's just pick up everything that we can in here. It said to go here, and there's supposedly items to get. String and glue. Let's steal from this man as much as we can. We'll put it that way. They just spelled pinata with a J, yeah.
That doesn't work. Ah, looks like a prime paste blanc extraordinaire to me. Good body, but a bit fruity for my taste. Wood, solid, flat. Yes, it's definitely a counter, all right. That doesn't work.
It's wild still to think that they got Eric Idle for this, to me.
Good day, sir. Can I interest you in our toys? There's today's special, an amusing line of bells and whistles. Or there's Violent Bob, the doll with a face you can rip clean off.
Hey?
It's
Hell
very
yeah.
therapeutic.
I'm sure.
The sort of thing you can share with your brothers. Brothers of evil, walking arm in arm across the rooftops of the world.
Are you all right?
Pardon? Oh, yes. Never felt better. So, can I help you at all, sir? Anything special catch your eye?
Oh, just browsing.
Not plotting?
Definitely not.
Not secretly planning the overthrow of the patrician and the total dominance of the city?
No, not at all.
Oh, damn. Right you are, sir. Browse away.
I get the feeling this toy maker has ulterior motives.
Special today, Sweet Pretty Pony Home Abattoir set. Somehow I don't think it'll catch on.
Oh, growing up with some siblings, that seemed like most of what happened to ponies, yep. Toys, bombs, you know. Oh, apparently there's a livery stable that I didn't even find on this map. Because there's the inn, and the city gate, and the street. Oh! Wow! I got a picture from the fishmonger. Look at this. Alley. Oof. Like, these are good. Or at least like this and this. I keep wanting to go there because that looks like it should be something. But yeah, alley as just a random alley and livery stable is, Like this stuff, like Palace, Unseen University, even the city gate isn't terrible. Square, the street's kind of more obvious, like the buildings are a lot more prominent, so you kind of want to look at it right away. Like this area seems like it should be something. This seems like it should be something. This doesn't look like it's anything. Why is that somewhere you can go? I'm gonna go there just because. But damn. It's not uncommon for... Oh. Adventure games to have some pixel hunting. But it doesn't make that good. Just because it's a common problem of the genre doesn't mean that they didn't fuck up here.
That was an explosion. Good grief! What is going on?
Okay. Did anybody get the number of that donkey cart? Oh, we didn't say it. That's nice.
A git with a broom.
Okay.
Good morning, Jimmy. Fine day for it.
For what?
Oh, for whatever innocent folk like we can find to do up here on the rooftops.
Have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yes. Tons of times.
Well, if you don't want a repeat performance, try shutting up.
The day is coming when people like you will have to look up to folk like me.
Probably easiest from the ground, then.
What?
Looking up at you, I mean. Probably easiest when done from the ground. Actually, I think I might just get in as little looking up at you right now, in fact. I'll just go down to street level in a quiet, orderly fashion, then, shall I?
Uh-huh.
Chimney.
There's some really good animation in this.
It's a fine thing.
Like, that's nice. There's some really good characterization.
Assassin training track. Oh, I suppose that's it.
Ah. Of course. It might be the guilds, yeah. So that could be the Alchemist Guild.
Exit stage left.
Can you, like, steal the ladder? Nice. Sure. Yeah, there's a lot of... Even more than most adventure games, there's a lot of just... I don't know, get some shit. Maybe it'll come in useful eventually. So how do I get down now? I mean, Can we go to the tower? Well, I can look at it, apparently. Oh, wow, yeah. All the way. And so then the dragon just gets us? I'm curious if the dragon just eats us then. Can we just die? No, oh, it's way over there. Still even further. Alright.
Slippery, is it?
I've seen this, actually, yeah.
Just spit on your hand.
That's going to make it even slippier, isn't it?
It might be worth a try.
But then I'll slip and die.
Is that really so bad? Philosophically speaking.
It is from where I stand, yes.
Death does have its positive aspects, you know. It's easy to do lying down. Also, have you ever considered the saving on food, rent, and clothing?
Are you saying that this is my appointed time to die?
Well, since you put it like that, no. But I thought, there he is. And I'm happening to be passing, you know. It's a kind of outreach policy.
If it's all the same, I'd rather wait.
Oh, if you insist. I'll see you later.
How much later?
Don't start reading any long books.
This was made before the 2000s. Yeah, this is a 95
Have
game.
the honor, albeit a dubious one, of being claimed personally by Death. Not only that, but wizards can actually see and talk with Death. Despite rumors to the contrary, he is not a cheery dinner companion.
That's the palace. The patrician lives there. Down in the cellars, other people don't live for quite so long.
I do like the music sting every time.
Licking its chops. That doesn't work. That's the palace. The patrician lives there. Down in the cellars, other people don't live for quite so long. That doesn't work.
Oh god, and how do I get off? Okay, but... Oh, there we go. Grinswin's doing really good for a coward. I wouldn't climb that thing. How the hell do I get down to the... Huh. There's not a clear direction to get off of this. Do we just go down the chimney?
That doesn't work.
No.
A git with a broom.
There was the window? Can I go in the window? I guess we can try. And then... Yep, apparently. That's a weird way to get out of this scene. Huh. And now the assassin falls and dies because we fucked up their ladder.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Can we... Okay, hold up. Pickpocket.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Is there a... Do you have a pocket that I can look at, or...
From the Assassin's Guild, I presume.
Why did I need to kick this man's ass? Well, as mentioned, I do think that I've gotten enough out of this game. I have supper to get, and maybe I can come back for a little bit of time. I bet I just wanted the ladder. Yeah, but like, with him being here, I don't know if there's a red herring. Probably a red herring, but could have been something. In any case... Yo! Thank you for Donkey Card! I appreciate that. I might come back to this, but it really feels like something that you... this thing's advantages are very much that it is clever and has good voice acting and like really good production value and stuff. But the number of that donkey cart was $5 for Twitch and for me. So, well, $2.50. Okay, so it's $5 and $2.50. So it's 2.5. Nobody got the number. No. But yeah, I don't. This thing very much feels like it's not that interesting for a group of people in a way. It's something that you just screw around in lazily and kind of enjoy your time, like, exploring all the dialogue, which is fun. I don't think that this is bad by any means, but it definitely feels like, again, a lot less of a direction even than most adventure games, which is not a super high bar. And that's not all bad, because a lot of the scenes that we were going in on, like, were okay, but eventually you're just like, yeah, alright, so, yeah. Like, it's not a game that I think I would really rip through, and binge in an afternoon. Like, I was very much starting to just be like, yeah, okay, I get these bits. Like, time to put the book down and just come back to it a little bit later. Like, it's something that I would boot up for 30 minutes to an hour at a time, it feels like, rather than spend a ton of time puzzling over. That's not necessarily bad. It's not going up by Indiana Jones, basically. I don't know about that. Like, I do think that the art and the voice acting and all of that was actually excellent. So, and like, the UI is great. Like, there's a ton of options for those kinds of things. It seems like a really good game in a lot of ways. Yeah, most of the jokes were really, really good. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis has its own problems in that same way. It is a lot more focused on the game side of things. This is a lot funnier than that, though. Like, I do think the writing and everything in here is a lot more clever. Not that it was terrible in Indiana Jones, but a lot of the jokes in here were actually pretty good. Like, there were some pretty good bits. It's just that you're mostly just watching bits. That's not terrible, but it's not like... It's not the best game in existence because of that. This one's a hard one to rate because it just... It feels so directionless in some ways, or at least it felt like that to me. Like, I didn't feel like I had any clear overarching goals right away. You're a lot more watching than doing. Like, there's a ton of dialogue. Like, way more than other adventure games that I've played. And that has its upside because the writing is quite good. The dialogue's, like, pretty solid. There's some really good jokes in there. Forgetting Donkey Kart. If we can. But then also, at the same time, like, you do it wears out fast because you are just mostly watching it, right? You don't have... Or at least I don't have the time and attention to sit there and, like... How does it compare to something like Mega Race? Much, much better. It's a lot more interactive and stuff than that, and I think the writing is way better and more interesting, and the voice acting is miles better. It has a much better aesthetic and everything. I mean, I like Discworld, too. It is much, much better than Mega Race, and it's still much more of a game, too. There's things to do in it. You are interacting in the world. It's just... Again, like, when you want to progress, I feel like I would have a very hard time figuring out what to do to progress the game, and that's a pretty big knock against it. Because, yeah, knowing, like, even just right away, grab the tomato, throw it at the tax guy, go back and get another tomato, then grab the grub that comes out of tomato, and that's just the start of it. Is like, ooh, that's a lot of things to go through to find something that I don't know the end of eventually. It's certainly a game that I think would go up a lot if you had a guide open next to you, which back in 95, you might be able to find something. GameFAQs is around by then. I believe that GameFAQs was like 92. I'm actually kind of curious. Oh no, it was created in November 95. Ooh. Alright, well, go to your local forums then. Maybe you can get on a good BBS. Fake mustache with cat hair and cell phone tape. Yeah. It's not the Gabriel Knight 3, that infamous one, but... And it's certainly not the Dare to Dream open door with fish, but... Yeah, you could get, like, paper strategy guides. But still... Spending more money to make the game usable is not a huge... That's not a scoreboard for the game. Alright, we need to rank it, though. It's hard, because this one's a very different experience. And I do really like Discworld, and I think that it captures a lot of it really well. And again, the voice acting talents are really nice. The art's fantastic. I liked a lot of the scenes. The inside of Unseen University is really good. There's a lot of recognizable Discworld stuff in it. Like, it just feels appropriate for that theme. But getting from place to place and figuring out where you need to be... I don't think I can rate it above Indiana Jones. As much as I really do like the writing in this in comparison to... Like, I think it holds up better. The art in Indiana Jones I still think is still a little better even than that. Like, this had good art. Indiana Jones has amazing art. So I'll have to knock it down a little bit from there. I'd rather play Castles. I think I'd rather play Lemmings or Prince of Persia or Duke Nukem. This is hard, because I really like a lot of what this game is doing, but it just... It feels so ambiguous about it. And I mean, I guess that what it's doing is just making a Discworld that you can click on, which there's a certain amount of appeal to that for me, and probably for pretty much anybody that's going to buy a game called Discworld, but how far does that ultimately go, really? I think that I need to go down and figure out where I'm like, okay, it's better than this. I think it's better than Super Solvers, and I think it's better than Carmageddon for me. I think I like it more than Commander Keen, even. I liked it more than the world-class leaderboard golf. More than Overkill. Because that is a very thin game, too. It's a really cool one, but it is thin. I think... What a dumb list this is. What a stupid question. Is this better or worse than Wacky Wheels? This Discworld-based adventure game that's almost a storybook. I think the answer is worse, but not by much. Discworld. Our episode 21 special. Top 25 DOS game. It's really cool. It's a really, really cool game. It's got some really good art. It's got some really great voice acting from Eric Idle. Although, uneven voice acting too, because some of the voice acting is not up to snuff with that. And, like, I think Tony Robinson in there a few different times getting his voice was, like, nice for some bits. I think a lot of the bits hold up. It's generally just kind of goofy and fun. But then, once you, like, hit a wall, I could see it getting really frustrating really quickly when you hit a wall. And especially, like, you have to click through so much dialogue at that point. It needs to... I think that it's a game that would have been better served being very, very easy. Because it's just a, like, framework for bits, right? And so you need it to be, like, pretty focused and let you just, like, send you off that way. And its open worldness is kind of nice in that you can see a lot of bits. But then, like I said, once you get to a point where you're running into the repeat bit, it just drops off a cliff. Because then you're just having to click through, like, okay, is this the same one? Oh, fuck, I mashed too hard. Alright, I got out of the dialogue. I want to start over and see if I can ask them a question after they do their whole bit. Like, with the wizards in the dining hall, I'm thinking of specifically, where they did the whole scene again. Things like that, where it's like, oh my god, okay, click. Damn, fuck, I didn't get to see if there was another question that I could then ask the dean. And that, once you start doing that, it really makes going from bit to bit a lot more tedious. So you need to have more focus and know where you're going and have it, like, kind of put the bits in front of you, maybe. Which, yeah. I'm wondering if that would have improved it a lot. It feels like it would have for me, personally. But a really cool little game. Like, I definitely like that. There's some really sharp writing in it. There's some great bits. A lot of the puns definitely landed. The weird, like, it's nice seeing Cut Me Own Throat Dibbler and things like that. If you're a fan of Discworld, which I am, then it's definitely got its charms. There's a few things that feel a little bit more Monty Python than Discworld, but, like, I don't mind a good Monty Python bit either, and none of them were bad. Nothing felt like... I was almost a little worried if there would be some things that you're kind of like, that didn't age too well, and there were some things that were kind of not... but, like, no, there's nothing, like, real obvious or bad about it too much. In any case... I'm gonna go off, get myself some supper, and, I don't know, maybe I'll come back for a little short stream, but other than that, this is the end of this episode of DOScider. I'm gonna host you over to somebody else, and I'll see you in a week, if I'm not back right away. Yeah, when he asked the troll, you're not a loony by any chance, are you? Very Python delivery. That and the beggar thing, like, being like, we gotta get some good diseases, don't you? Like that yeah, that was very Monty Python delivered and acted between the two of them, even. But when you have, like, a Monty Python style bit with Eric Idle and Tony Robinson, like, that's good. I don't mind that. That's fine. Yeah, like, honestly, get some diseases, get yourself up out of here. It was, like, kind of, it was pretty solid. Like, there was some good stuff in there. Yeah, no, it wasn't phoned... It didn't feel phoned in at all, either. Like, it felt like Eric Idle put effort into it, which was nice. Like, definitely liked Eric Idle's side of it. The idle chatter, of course. Things like that. There's just a lot of... If you don't like a joke, there's going to be another joke. There's too many jokes for you to even remember the best ones, honestly. Because there's just... It gets this general goofy vibe going, and it just kind of becomes this, like, amorphous blob of joke. Because there's just so much of it. Which is a good thing, honestly. In any case, like I said, I'm going to head off. Thank you for being here. I will see you in a week. Have a good night. I'm going to send you over to somebody else.